All right, let's dive into something really special today. We're heading to the coast, but not for a vacation. We're going to explore a type of folk music that's so tied to its home, it's almost like the ocean itself decided to start singing. This is a journey into a sound that's born right out of the waves and the wind. Ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so what is this music called? Get ready for it. Qhiyalwa Vvemyin. What a name, right? And the translation is just beautiful. Flowing soul songs of the coast. You've got Qhiyalwa, which is this idea of a sacred spiritual flow, like a thread connecting everything along the coast. And then Vvemyin, which means these really deep, soulful songs that are passed down through generations. I mean, it's basically poetry before you even hear a single note. So what are these flowing soul songs exactly? Well, they're the traditional folk music of the Arikana people, who live in a region known as the Coastal Queendoms. And literally, every single part of this music reflects their world. The moon, the tides, their whole matriarchal society. It's way more than music. It's a living, breathing piece of their culture. So let's break this down. What's at the heart of it all? Well, it's not just one thing, that's for sure. It's this amazing mix of tide chants, these incredible soul thread harmonies, and vocal styles that are kind of half whispered, half sung. It's wild. But here's the really crucial part. It's all passed down through matriarchal lineages. This is literally heritage turned into music, passed from mother to daughter. Okay, so let's talk about the instruments. How do they actually create this unique sound? To really get Qhiyalwa Vvemyin, you've got to understand the specific pieces that build its amazing texture. And each one tells a little story about the coast. The whole soundscape starts with rhythm. They use these polished kuraja shells, clicking them together to make this really sharp, percussive sound. It just cuts right through the flowing vocals, kind of like the sound of shells being dragged back by a wave. Then, underneath all that, you have the Nakara drum. And this is incredible. It's a huge drum, right? But get this, it has water inside it. They do that on purpose to create this deep, booming sound that literally sounds like the deepest part of a wave. So cool. And floating way above that deep drum sound is the silkwa flute. It's this super delicate reed flute, and it's made from seagrass that's been dried by the wind. Its notes are so airy, you can almost feel the breeze coming off the ocean when you hear it. Now, the melodic heart of the music, that often comes from the vazaha strings. This is a 5-stringed instrument that you play with a bow. It's made from local pearlwood and this really rare dolphin thread, and it gives the music this almost mournful, really soulful core. And finally, you've got the zhazhazhazha, or toe bells. This is how the rhythm connects directly to the body. These ankle bells make the performer part of the percussion section. It means the music isn't just something you play, it's something you dance. But with all these incredible instruments, the one thing that's made crystal clear is that the central, the most sacred instrument of all is the human voice. It's layered, it's soulful, it's literally woven together with breath. The voice is the absolute heart of Qhiyalwa Vvemyin. So we know what it sounds like, but what's it all about? Well, this music is basically the vessel for all the stories, the feelings, and the rituals of the Arikana people. These aren't just songs, they're like chapters from a book about life on the coast, all sung out loud. And would you look at these themes? The songs cover literally every part of life on the coast. These aren't just song topics, they're like entire philosophies. You've got Tide Love, which is all about that deep longing for someone across the water. Or storm songs, and these aren't about being scared. No, they're these powerful chants of resilience, sung right into the face of a storm. Then you get to Flame and Silk. This one's all about sensuality and personal power. And finally, Threadwalk Rituals, which are sacred songs for guiding souls through big life changes. Birth, death, you name it. It's like a map of their entire world, all set to music. All right, let's dive even deeper into that main instrument we talked about, the voice. Because the Arikana people have developed these very specific, absolutely beautiful vocal techniques that are just unlike anything else. This is where the real magic happens. So here we have 2 of their key vocal styles. Over on the left is flow and fade, and it's exactly what it sounds like. A singer will let their voice just swell with power and then let the note fade away, just like a wave pulling back from the shore. Then on the right, you have Qhiyalwa layering. This is a harmony thing where you have multiple singers, usually 3 women, singing these overlapping phrases to create this incredibly rich and complex vocal tapestry. But wait, there's more. The singers use something called wave breaths. That's right.
They use whispered breaths as part of the rhythm. And then there's skarja vibrato. This is described as a sacred tone that you don't just make in your throat. It's meant to vibrate deep down in your chest and even in your hips. I mean, we're talking about a full body experience of singing.
Now, a tradition this rich and this powerful doesn't just get stuck in the past, right? The Qhiyalwa Vvemyin is a living, breathing genre. And today's Arikana artists are finding some amazing ways to weave these ancient sounds into modern music.
And just look at what's happening now. You've got Qhiyalwa soul trap. Yeah, you heard that right. Mixing these ancient vocals with modern trap beats and heavy bass. Then there's tidewave pop, where artists are sampling the old chants to create these incredible hooks. My personal favorite might be sacred lo-fi folk. I mean, come on, using vavaha strings and actual tide recordings to make steady beats, it just goes to show you how alive and adaptable this music really is.
At the absolute core of this tradition, whether it's the ancient stuff or the modern beats, there's this signature call and response. It all kicks off with a question, a call that goes out to the whole community. Wala leis sha Qhiyalwa, which basically asks, who carries the sacred flow? And the response comes back not just from one person, but from the whole group. Wa, 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 I am the wave who sings. Wow, it's such a powerful declaration of who they are, connecting the one singer to everyone else, and connecting everyone to the great singing sea. It just captures the entire spirit of this music perfectly.
And that kind of brings every full circle, doesn't it? The Arikana people believe their souls literally sing with the sound of the coast. So I want to leave you with this one final thought to chew on. If your soul had a sound, what would it sing?